Welcome everyone to the Epoch 10 mining contest. First off, you're going to use the Google form to purchase coffee and Chameleon. Each coffee is worth $1, and you'll need to convert that to tea, but you'll have 1 tea for your first few transactions. Once you have your tea in your main wallet, you're going to want to top up and move some of that balance. So we're going to convert coffee to tea, and we're going to confirm that transaction. And that will cost a little bit of gas, and we'll wait for that to go through. So in this account, we'll move approximately $146,000 from the main wallet to the T App Store wallet. So why don't we go ahead and top that up. Again, this will use a transaction on a layer 1, so you will have to pay gas. So you have all this tea in your T App Store wallet, and now with that done, we can start interacting with the T App Store. So this account already purchased a couple Chameleon, and we'll go ahead and plant CML number 11, and you can see how that works. So when you buy Chameleon, you'll get an email, and you'll notice that that email will include a machine ID that you'll need to plant the Chameleon. So let's put in our machine ID, and for the IP, I'm going to go over to DigitalOcean and get that after we create a droplet. Select Ubuntu, basic, regular, 2 gigabytes. Pick a data center region, your authentication method, and that's about it. And we go ahead and create our droplet. From there, you'll be able to get your IP address. Just hover over and copy it and paste it in right here. Then you go to the next step. Now you just need to execute these commands one after another. Just follow the instructions. You do that within your terminal on your machine. This is very similar to previous epochs. So you'll need your machine ID, your IP address, and your layer 1 account address. Now we've already done this. I've already done this, so for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and say yes, plant, and say yes. We'll wait for it to complete. You're going to have to create an entity for your Chameleon. If you fail to create an entity for your Chameleon, then you won't get any mining reward. This will create the token where all the remote attestation rewards will go into. So we'll give that a name. Same for symbol and details. We'll start with 10, and this will cost approximately 200 T, and so you'll want to have that amount available in your T App Store wallet account. Okay, the entity is created, and you'll notice that it is an ERC20 token, and you can go find it in the investment stat tab. The switch right now is on mine, and you can switch that over to see them all. You see C11, that's the one we just created. So there's 3 different types of investments. The first type of token are T-apps. Each T-app has a T-app token. Right now, there aren't any but each TAP will have an associated TAP token. Second, of course, is Chameleon, which we just looked at. Every Chameleon will have a Chameleon token associated with it. So you can see all the different ones here. And even though it's not your Chameleon node, you can still come in, purchase one of these tokens, and participate in the mining enterprise of a different miner just by buying the token. And finally, there's the global token. The global token is the reward token for state maintainer seeds, which is funded from the harbinger taxes paid by the state maintainers. So let's go over to seats. These are the new state maintainers seats. Anyone who owns a seat here is helping to maintain the layer 2 state machine. And anytime a TAP wants to occupy space within the state machine, then that they pay a memory tax that goes to these state maintainers. The tax they pay is each node pays a tax based on their self-estimated price. It's 1% of whatever the self-estimated price is for their particular node. So let's take a look at all of the seats. You'll notice that everyone has to put 1,000 deposit down, and you'll also notice that some of them are starting to dwindle underneath 1,000 because that's because the expenses from the harbinger tax are in excess of the revenue that they're getting from the memory tax. So, if you're ever curious about whether you're profitable or not, one telltale sign that you're not profitable is that your deposit is starting to dwindle. So you can see that this one here has a self-assessed value of 1,000, and 1% of 1,000 is 10T. So they're paying 10T tax per day. So that's too much given what their income is right now. And once the deposit reaches 0, this person will renounce their seat. So let's say I wanted to purchase a seat here. This self-estimate price is 20. I just need to bid 1T higher than the current self-estimate price, and then I will be the new owner of that seat. So you can see the next maintainer is going to be this account, and that will happen at the end of the settlement period, and that's when the ownership will change. And that will join the other seats that this account owns. These are these 3 right here. And you can update the estimated price. You can see that. So if you're worried about this one getting taken, then let's say we bump this up to 250. The tax is going to be 1% of that, so the tax is going to be 2.5T per day. The leaderboard may or may not be active by the time Epoch 10 has started, but at the same time, I'd recommend everyone to visit the Telegram group. We'll be posting updates on the leaders as well as important information on the mining contest. We all recommend that you join our Telegram group, and I wish everyone the best of luck during the Epoch 10 mining contest.